Ito.
Patay mo go.
Smell po. Lolo. Do you want to hear a story, mga po?
Yes, Lolo.
Come, sit. Don't be shy. Sit.
Aray ko.
So don't interrupt me, okay? As my memory is fleeting as the summer breeze. You may find that uninterrupted story is worse than no story at all. Now what I am going to tell you is a little different. You will hopefully remember when you find something that you will hopefully remember when you find the need for this memory. I was a third son of Francisco, a town hall clerk, and Carmencita, a housewife, in a small town called Kanda, somewhere south in Bukidnon. It is far from here, very far. To go there, you have to travel by ship or airplane, and by bus for more than 12 hours. We live in a small house, made smaller by the fact that there were 3 sons, all not far apart in age. Fernando was the oldest. Alejandro, your grandfather, followed after a year, then me, barely a year later as well. After that, Nani just declared she would not get pregnant again. And indeed she did.
It's already morning. Wake up! Hey, wake up!
We were boisterous as all boys as are. And it was all that Nani could do to keep us in place. We had no household help. We only had Apo, Nanay's father.
It's already in the morning. Hey, wake up! Hey!
Apo was 84, but he was still spry and lively. He would wake up every morning, rouse us out of bed, and nag us to do our course. Scrubbing the floor,
tiptoe through the window, by the window, that is where all become tiptoe.
watering the plants, feeding the animals, and among other things.
Oh, tiptoe from the garden, by the garden, along the willow tree, and tiptoe through the tulips with me. Showers away, and if I kiss you in the garden, in the moonlight, will you pardon me and tiptoe through the tulips?
And we'll sit in the veranda whole day. Often, I will sit with Apu and he would tell me stuff about the war and the times that his family had to leave their home in the middle of the night. As the shelling and bombing started in their town, there were times as well when Apu talked about the night like ours, his term for the soccer nato. He had seen a couple. He said he was also been friendly with the duende and had witnessed the banananggal fluffing its wings. I spent so much time with Apu that my brothers pecked on me constantly. calling me a sissy. That was their favorite taunt, for they know I hated to be called that. Is it my fault that sometimes I like Apple's company better than theirs? I was no win. I played the game and excelled at someone nobody. Nobody could catch me when we were playing tags. But I did not like hunting. It's one of their favorite pastimes. I cried once when Mr. Fernando hit Amaya in the chest. A poor bird fell from a branch nearly stunned her dead. I didn't know. I ran away before they could see my tears. One day, Tatay came home with the bad news. The body of Budok, a farmer from another barangay, was found that morning.
Pablo! Pablo! Excuse me. Have you seen my dog? No, we haven't. Pablo! Pablo!
It was mangled beyond recognition, and only the guitar obsessed with his name, lying just a few feet away, and his clothes identified him. A young boy who was looking for his dog found the animal sniffing the body behind the bamboo. According to Tatay, it was the second such murder in 2 months, but they had not worried before the first victim was a stranger, and the murder had taken place in Antil. What was squared, Tatay said, was that someone pulled out Budok's internal organs. According to the doctor, neither a bolo nor wife used for the crime, which didn't make sense at all, for that would mean that the person used his hands. And how could a pair of hands do the damage it did?
He used his hands, eh? That's right, Tay. Is it Doc Morales? I'm going to see him.
Don't play in the table.
What's he doing? Maybe he's smoking or doing stuff on his wooden chest.
Tay, what's that?
That's a nice piece of work right there. I don't see many bronze dagger nowadays.
We are not dealing with something ordinary here.
Where?
Having to Doc Morales.
I've been to Doc Morales. The coroner's report from the Antil arrived already, and his findings match that of Doc Morales. It was done by a woman, and personally, I know who did it.
It was done by the knot like ours.
Nobody spoke, not even Fernando, whose credulity I was sure was already stretched to its limit. I think it was because Apo sounded really ominous. It was a relief then to hear Tatay ask Apo how they arrived at the conclusion, and what type of creature did Apo think the culprit was.
Do you remember the stories I told you, Ton?
But which?
About the manlalayog.
The other day, I was just telling Tonyo about the creature called the manlalayog. That's why I got suspicious when I heard you describe the body. It occurred to me that I have seen that type of murder before. So I went to doctors to see if we could find strands of a woman's hair and pieces of broken nail to prove my hunch.
But given that you find those items which you say you did, How could you conclude that it was the manlalayog?
You know, Budok, he's young, isn't it? And strong. Then how can woman claw his face and pull out his internal organs with her own hands? How can you explain that?
But she may have used a blunt object like a spawn. Or she was not alone or
Nobody believes in them anymore, and it will be our deaths.
wait time. What is the manlalayog? Please tell us. We really don't know.
A manlalayog is a creature that possesses visual powers. Once she is hunting, killing her becomes a challenge, for she transforms into a very beautiful woman, and who will certainly use her considerable charm to weaken a man's will.
How can we kill her then? Stab backward.
Isko, you know what to do.
Our great Lulu died within a week, but not before telling his 15-year-old son everything that he knew about the monster he bested. He gave him the dagger to keep us well, reminding him that he should follow his father's footsteps should the same thing happen again. But he was already too old. Apu was shaking his head, looking at the weapon in his hands wistfully.
So what do you suggest we do? I can very well do it. If that was you're suggesting.
And why not? You're still young and strong. Sometimes we have to be brave, boys.
One, two, three.
Fernando. Do you think he'll strike again?
Just one of the apple's tails. Wanna bet nothing will happen tomorrow? How can you say that? Apo was telling the truth. You saw his face when he was telling us about his father. How can you say ignore it? Way to go, Tonyo. We don't know you really believe that.
Find the manlalayog? What a crazy idea. See a boys like me for breakfast and still have room for more. You just don't want to face her. You're just afraid you'll be her next victim.
So you're not afraid, huh? Well, brave boy. Why didn't you take Apu's dagger and find the manlalayog yourself?
What a coward is he?
Sisi.
Yes, I do it. We didn't really mean that, Ton. We were just teasing you. I go. Otherwise, Tatay has to. And you know, Nana is already mad at Apo for saying he has to do it.
Are you sure you can do it, Ton?
Yes, I go.
When Apu went to his usual place in the veranda, they helped me look for the bronze dagger in Apu's bedroom. We found it in top of his clothes in the caban, and we hid it in my closet. When we saw that our parents and Apo were asleep, we rose. I took out the dagger from the closet and tucked it into the waistband of my pants.
Better carry it. Don't do it, please. You will get yourself killed. Don't worry, I take care.
Then I ran into the wide streets and onto the open fields that lay between us and the town proper. I reached the town in 10 minutes. Tired by my run, I plopped down on a bench in the plaza, contemplating my next action. My heart was beating rapidly. I was sitting in the middle of the plaza with only the bronze dagger to comfort me. I seemed to be the only one awake in the whole town. Go.
Tonyo!
But the killing stopped after that. And to my brothers, and even to the other children, I was no longer Tonyo the Wimp. Overnight, I had become Tonyo the Brave, and that was the name I became known for the rest of my life. Yes, that was a nice story, my dear. But there are no more stories like that. Go. Tomorrow, I tell you instead about how the river Pulangi come to be. And that was also a nice story. Now you go on up. It's already late. Lolo Tonyo is tired. And you'll have to go to school tomorrow. Good night. Good night.